Right, so my marking policy is usually to try and make sure the kids get their feedback within 1 week. Yeah, that's right, 7 working days. Studies have shown that in order to make effective progress, you have to reflect upon your work as soon as possible.
Is that necessary though?
That meant for me trying to mark 32 books in one evening. Now, I know those people who are teachers on here are going to say 32 books, that's easy, but I mark slowly, and so this is actually a massive session for me. So first port of call was to grab a tea, make sure I'm all set up, ready for a proper stint in the office. Then when I got up there, set a little bit of ambiance, got my highlighters out and got to work. Now I've tried absolutely everything at this point to try and keep myself entertained when I'm marking. I've tried podcasts, music, but the second I do so, my mind strays and I stop thinking about what I'm actually meant to be doing, which is of course marking the students' work. And so there's absolutely no way around it. I'm going to be reading Gothic stories for the next 2.5 hours. And it went on and on and on and on and on and on and on until, as with all things, it came to an end at last.
Yeah, so that was George Hobbs. He is a primary school teacher in Wales somewhere, and he's pretty cool. He's got a good social media following. Primary school teachers, that's just one book load, 32. That's probably maths, okay? By the look of it, it's probably geography, the cover, who remembers that? But if it's primary school, he's got another subject to mark, which is English, maths, geography, history, project work. That's 5. If you're a secondary school teacher, you've got 5 classes a day, haven't you? So year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11, whatever. So you've got to flex your mindset around that. So that's actually 30. If we were to round down, not 32, 30 times by 5, that's 150 books in a day, right? That's wild. So a teacher goes into school, contracted between 8:30 till 3:30, that's it, and then it's got special contracted hours, or they call it directed time. And this is how the toxic, cancerous education system gets around that. So, well, you've got directed time, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. This is literally like giving a teacher a 10-litre bucket and filling it with 20 litres and expecting the teacher to keep it all in. It's not going to work. I don't know if this chap's got family or kids and stuff like that, but just imagine going in, blanking the kids, sitting down, doing it. Baby, no, I've got work to do. I've got to mark these books. By the way, you're unconsciously telling that child that you raised that he or she's not important compared to other people's kids. That's what their brain does. Think about it psychologically. If you're a teacher who's sick of this, reach out to me.